Hey ladies, my name is Carla and I am your Jamberry independent consultant. Thank you for being at the party where you are attending today. I know that you have a great hostess and that you guys are going to have a great time. And you may wonder why you're watching me on video instead of me being with you. But chances are your hostess does not live close to me. And so she is being kind enough to host you in her home, and I am going to join you via camera instead of being in front of you. The good news for you is that should take off the pressure of you feeling like I'm hovering over you to order or to buy my product. But I think you're going to love it. I hope you're going to love it. And I know that you're going to have a great time trying them out today. So I wanted to start out by telling you a little bit about Jamberry, what it is, what they look like, what it is that you've gotten yourself into today. So to tell you a little bit about the product, Jamberry is a relatively new company, and they are featuring nail wraps, or you may hear me refer to them as shields. I tell my kids that they're like stickers on steroids. But it's a really great product that is free of harsh toxic chemicals. They are actually vegan, and they do not damage your nail when you put them on or when you remove them. So they are a great alternative to other products that are on the market that are perhaps harsher or damaging to your fingernails. They last for up to 2 weeks on fingers and up to 4 weeks on toes, depending on how hard you are on your feet or your hands, or like me, how often you want to change the pattern that you're wearing. I usually after about day 6 or 7 start getting kind of antsy and want to change mine out, but they're in really good shape. Still at that point they have more life in them. I just am ready for a new design. So let me show you what the product looks like. They come in this pretty little purple package. You'll have to forgive the reverse. My camera has everything reversed, so you'll have to forgive that. But they come in the pretty purple package that you see here. And on the back, there are actually instructions for application and instructions for removal. So if you're like me and you want to make sure you have things in front of you to follow the directions, then they are printed conveniently on your packaging, and you don't have to worry about remembering where you wrote it down or hoping that you remembered what your hostess said at your party. They're right there for you. And this is what a sheet of nails looks like. Okay, so there are 18 shields on one package, and you'll see that there are 9 different sizes, and they there's 2 of each size. So people have asked me how many applications you can get out of one set, and so this is what it looks like before you use them. And now I'm going to show you what my personal products look like after they've been used. So these are the ones I have on right now. You can see these are my giraffes. Okay, I've had these on for today is day 8, and I'm getting a little antsy. I think I'm gonna take them off after this video and make an application video for you. So I will put some new jams on after today. But this is the sheet that these jams came on. Okay, you can see that there's clear backing on the sheet, and we'll talk about that in a few minutes. And you can also see that there's a piece missing right here, and I'll tell you why that's missing as well. So each nail shield is round on each end, and that is because your cuticle, the end of your fingernail where your cuticle is rounded. So this is intended to slip nicely at the back of your fingernail. And you can use this one shield for 2 fingernails. So if you have a standard size pinky, which this is the one that I use for my pinky, you can see it's missing up here, then I can do both of my pinky nails using this one nail shield. And you'll see that I have 5 missing. So the first 4 sizes do my first 4 fingers, and I have a very abnormally sized thumb. You can see, I'll let you giggle for a second. And this is what the nail side looks like. So it's kind of like a toe thumb. Go ahead and laugh. I can handle it. I've had them my whole life. And so this one, that is these that are typically used for your thumb, do not fit on my squatty thumb. I actually have to use this one or this one that is intended for your toe. And so I actually have to manipulate it a little. The end that is round, that's intended for your cuticle, doesn't fit my thumb, because you can see mine is straight across at my cuticle for my thumb. So it's not helpful to me to have a rounded end. I actually have to trim it. So I have cut out the nail shield from the full sheet and left it on the plastic backing so that I can cut it and shape it to the size that I want it to be in order to fit my thumb. So that's why this one is missing. So those 5 stickers are for one manicure, and if I use those same 5 stickers for a second manicure, so I've done my hinge twice now if I do that, and I still have these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 left over, that you can either cut and shape like I did this one that was here for my thumb to fit whatever finger you want, or you can have them for your toes. Now, I have short nail beds, as you can see. This finger, actually, you can see the skin. My fingernail broke, and so you can see the skin. You can see that my nail beds are not very long. Some of you may have really long nail beds, and you will need to use more of the nail shield than I do. But I have a lot left over. Even with some of my nails that are a little bit longer, I have a lot left over on the nail shield once I've used it to apply it to my fingernail. So I'm going to show you on this sheet what I did to save some of those. You can see here, this is what was left after applying to my pinky finger. I just needed the part at the top for one pinky and the part at the bottom for another pinky, and all of that was left over. I had a lot of time that day when I was applying these, so I took my time when I trimmed them and I saved these pieces in the center that were left over, because I have little nail beds on my fingers but have super tiny toenails, and so I thought that these might be perfect to reshape and repurpose on my toes if I decided to do that. So that's what these are saved for. This set I did with the giraffes, I was in a little more of a hurry and I didn't feel like working really hard to save those pieces, so I just chunked what was left over. I didn't worry about saving it. But you should very easily be able to get 3 applications from each set, depending on the size of your nails and whether or not you're willing to trim them as needed. Now, some of you may not use these first ones. This pinky one may be too small for you. You hopefully will be able to use one of these for your thumb, unless you have a squatty thumb like me. But you'll figure out very quickly which ones you use for your fingers based on size. And I'll talk about that a little bit more in my application video, choosing the right size. But hopefully that makes sense, how one sheet gives you many applications. I also want to show you, this is what those are adult sets, the full-size regular sets. This is a junior set. And as you can see, there's a couple of differences about these. So these are tiny itty-bitties. And there are lots more of them. There are actually 42 shields on this sheet, and they go teeny tiny. This one actually does fit my 2-year-old. She can wear these first few. And there are also some adults who are able, if you have skinnier nails, if your nails are not wide, mine are a little bit wide, but if yours are not as wide as mine, some adults are able to use these as well. The only difference being you may or may not be able to do 2 nails because they're a lot shorter. So depending on the length of your nails, you may not be able to get 2. But these are perfect for little fingers. I say probably up to age 7 or 8, depending on how long your girl's fingers are. These will work, and there's some super cute designs for the little ones in these juniors, and you can see there's 2 different patterns, so they can mix and match and do some really fun things with the junior sets. So that's what they look like. That's how they come to you, and each sheet of wraps is $15. You can buy them as individuals, or there's also a special of buy 3 get 1 free. So if you just cannot decide what you want to order, you can pay the price for 3 sets, and you get the 4th set for free. So that's a great way to have a couple different ones to try out at your house. Another thing I wanted to mention is this set I did. They're all 10 done in the same design. But if you're a little funky or feeling a little feisty, you can mix and match. And you can put different designs on different nails. So sometimes I will put one on my pointer finger and one on my pinky finger that are different than the other 3 fingers. They coordinate, and that is another way to either save on some of your wraps or also to mix it up and make it a little bit more fun. So there's lots of different styling possibilities for you to try out. And today you're going to be using a sample sheet that either looks like this or something similar. It may have some different colors on it. You'll notice that these do not have the same sizes. All of the sizes are not represented on this, but it will be enough for you to test it out and to see what you think. I want to encourage you to find the size that fits your nail, not to pick out the pattern that you like the most. If it works out for you to do both, then that's great. But really, you want to make sure that you pick one that fits so that you can get an accurate, you can be an accurate judge of whether or not they're going to work for you. And if you're only picking by design, it might not be the best design, best size, sorry, for your finger. So keep that in mind when you're choosing. And I'll talk a little bit more about how that works in my application video. I do want to talk to you a little bit about ordering if it's something that you're interested in doing. Your hostess has a website set up so that she can receive credit for your order, and you can either order right now at her show while you're at her house, and she can show you how to do that, or if you just need to think about it or have too many designs to choose from, then you're welcome to go home and check out the website from the peace and comfort of your own home, if you have peace and comfort in your home. It's a little crazy at my house with 4 little people, so it may be easier for you to decide where you are, but if you need to think about it, I totally understand. Please do that. You can go and browse the whole collection online. It will show you all the different designs by category, including some collegiate designs that we have, and there are some charity designs that we have available, and there are also some sorority available if you have some college-age girls, or if you are still a member of a sorority, if you're an alum and you want to sport your look for those girls, you can do that as well, and you can check those out online. They are constantly adding to the collegiate repertoire, so continue to check back there if that's something that you're interested in. They've just added a few ACC teams. I am from an ACC school and live in the heart of ACC country, and so we're slowly incorporating the ACC into the college designs, but there are lots already to choose from. Feel free to browse those and keep updated on that as well. There also is a catalog that you should have at your show. This is the fall and winter catalog, which is actually about to retire some of the designs in here. So you can ask your hostess more about that. She can tell you exactly which designs are retiring. But this is a great resource if you just want to sit down and look at it and not be in front of a screen. It has all of the designs listed in here. It even has a really great, in the back of the catalog, this is my favorite part. They have all of the designs in color order. This makes my heart happy. So it can give you some ideas of things that mix and match together, and what the names of them are, so that you can look at them online if you'd like to do that as well. So that is what you need to know about ordering. We're going to close out this show a few days after you attend. So make sure if you want to order and you want to get in on this show, that you go ahead and make your decision and let your hostess know, so that you guys can take care of that and we can get them shipped out to you quickly and you can get them on your hands. If you have any questions about that, please let me know and I'll be happy to try to answer them. Some people tonight may decide that you love this product and you are interested in hosting your own show so that you can get some freebies for yourself. And there is a brochure that you should have access to. Your hostess should have one of these for you to check out. And inside here, it just talks about what it looks like to host a show and what the benefits are. This is backwards again, but you can look at yours and see what it says. Jamberry actually offers one of the most generous hostess reward programs of all the direct sales companies that I have been a part of. So that's pretty cool. And it just talks to you a little bit about what your rewards would be based on the sales from your party. And I am happy to discuss with you what it would look like for you to do an in-home show or a catalog show, whether you are local to me or not, how we can make that work and we can be successful. It also talks a little bit about, in this section, if you think this is awesome and I would love to be a part of this team, what it would look like for you to be a part of the Jamberry team as a consultant. So there's some information there. And there's some information in the center that shows you a little bit about the starter kit that you get as a new consultant and all of the goodies that they send you if that's something that you're interested in. So just want to toss that out there so that you can have all the information you need. Hopefully I've answered a lot of the questions that you might have. If you have any others, like I said, please feel free to ask your hostess and she can get in touch with me right now during your party. I should be available to either chat or FaceTime with you, or feel free to shoot me an email. You should be able to get one of my business cards that has my information on it, and I would be happy to help you in any way that I can. I hope you guys have a great time trying out the samples, and I hope to hear from you soon.